I don't like feeling like a sausage in a casing, y'all. That's just not, it's not my thing.
Trees aren't green, the ocean is gray, sky is a lake blue, come my way. My room is a mess, it could use a hand. My favorite TV shows are capturing. I know I must get it right, must get back in the fight. This can't be a surprise. I think I let it slide. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems. I know I can't make it through. Every night is the same. I keep running fast, left and right, wondering where my head's gone now. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems. I know all of my problems. I know. Where did it go? The feeling of thirst, desire to be a rock in my heels. I'm numb as a poison, flows in my veins. Guess I got used to avoiding the pain. I know I must get it right, must get back in the fight. This can't be a surprise.
Puppy snacks.
I think I let it slide. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems. I know I can't make it.
Good morning, my friends. My name is Mindy, and I have lost over 125 pounds on Wegovy, Mounjaro, semaglutide compound, and I am now back on Wegovy again. If you have been with me for a while, you will know that I have had kind of a tumultuous journey on GLP-1s. When I started Wegovy in October of 2021, I had access to the original coupon. And for those of us who were lucky enough to be on the original coupon, we had access to Wegovy for $25 a month. As long as you had commercial insurance and you could get a prescription, it was $25 a month. It only lasted for 6 months. A couple of weeks into that, my doctor told me that she secured me an additional coupon from her drug rep, and that as long as I activated it before the end of the year, that I would be able to use them one after the other. So basically I would have almost a whole year on Wegovy. So I got the coupon, I activated it, but what she didn't tell me was that I would need to use it to fill a prescription before the end of the year. And I didn't do that. And so when I finally reached the end of my other coupon and I tried to use it, they told me that it wasn't valid because it hadn't been used before the first of the year, which was when the coupon terms changed and it was no longer the $25 a month. So suddenly I was put in a position where I was having to figure out how I was going to stay on the meds, if I was going to be able to stay on the meds. And that was when someone in a support group started talking about compounds. I had never heard of compounds. I didn't know what a compounding pharmacy was, and I was intrigued. Now that conversation got completely shut down by moderators, and they said, we don't allow talking about compounds here, and it was this whole thing. So she and I ended up private messaging each other back and forth, and I set to starting to find out more about what compounds were and how I would be able to get my hands on one. I've done a video on compounds, Q&A type video, and how I was able to find my local compounding pharmacy. If you're interested in checking that out, definitely take a look at this link. But there are a lot of you that just could not find compounding pharmacies, or if you did, they were so inundated with orders that they were almost in a back order type situation as well. Luckily, once Mounjaro was approved, I was able to get on that initial coupon, which actually provided 12 refills of the medication for $25 a month. And of course, a few months later, that coupon quickly changed, but I was grandfathered in and I was able to stay on that medication for almost a full year. Now, Mounjaro did not work as well for me as Wegovy did. My weight loss slowed way down. I had a lot of mental side effects like anxiety and depression, and it just was not the best experience. So when I came to the end of my Mounjaro coupon and my insurance did not cover anything, I knew that it was going to be time for me to go back to a compound. And so I went to an injectable compound instead of a pressed rapid dissolve tablet, which is what I went on the first time, and it did not work for me. That was when I started running into the issues with supply, the cost associated with a compound, which varies from pharmacy to pharmacy depending on what they can get the semaglutide or tirzepatide for, and then also, of course, how much profit they're trying to make off of people. I was on that for several months. And then I started a new job back in October of last year, and thankfully my insurance actually covered Wegovy with a prior authorization, which I was able to quickly get approved. Now I'm on Wegovy, and between my insurance and the coupon, I actually don't pay anything for Wegovy. I am so very blessed to have found a doctor that actually knows about these medications, who's comfortable with compounds, who can give me tips on how to boost the effectiveness of the medication or to help break stalls and things like that. But I know that that is not the case for most of you. Even my family members who have tried these medications have struggled with trying to find a doctor who's willing to even prescribe the meds, let alone work through a prior authorization process or try to navigate the ins and outs of these meds and their side effects and all of the intricacies that come with titration and trying to figure out how and when to move up through doses. I realize that I'm extremely privileged to be in the situation that I am in. And from being in support groups, comments from my subscribers, conversations in my Discord, I know that there are a lot of you that struggle with everything in your GLP journey, everything from finding a doctor that actually knows about these medications or is comfortable even prescribing a compound, to getting prior authorizations approved or put through, or even sourcing a compound that isn't crazy expensive or having to resort to a research grade peptide. For the last year and a half, pretty much on a weekly basis, I have one company or another that markets GLP-1 meds or compounds or something, asking me to advertise their services to my subscribers. So a couple of months ago, when Fridays reached out to me, I was extremely skeptical. I just thought it was another company that was looking to take advantage of my subscriber base, and that it wasn't going to be anything that I would be interested in talking to you guys about. After a lengthy phone conversation and actually taking advantage of some of their services myself, I am beyond excited to tell you guys that I am now an advocate for Fridays. The services that they offer and the platform that they have and the passion that their founders have for obesity treatment through the use of GLP-1 medications is extremely evident. They are both so passionate about creating a level of care for their patients that is beyond transactional, that it's infectious. So I want to rewind a little bit and tell you guys a little bit about what Fridays is. I had never heard of Fridays before because I'm not a TikTok person. I don't have a TikTok account. A couple months ago, I thought I might start trying to put some of my content over on TikTok, but it's not my platform. You guys know I love long form content. It's where my passion is. It's where I get to connect with you guys and tell you about my story. And I just don't feel like something like that can be communicated in 60 to 90 seconds. I wasn't familiar with Fridays at all when they reached out to me, but Fridays had a huge, and I say had because this was obviously before TikTok decided to crack down on GLP content, but Fridays had a massive following on TikTok. Sina, one of the co-founders of Fridays, he addresses people who have Fridays memberships and deals personally with questions and customer service concerns, and he's just so extremely passionate about people receiving quality obesity care. The program that they have created encompasses more than just meeting with a doctor and getting a prescription. Recently, you guys know that I have really started to focus on my mental health and getting my mindset right as it pertains to food and weight loss and things like that. And one of the things that I loved the most about Fridays when I started looking into it is that they're not just working on that medical aspect. They also have mindset support groups. They have regular support groups for people who are on these meds, who are in the program, so that you have other people to talk to who are going through the same thing that you're going through. Meetings with dietitians that they have there on staff who will give you custom macro breakdowns based on your personal stats, nutritional support groups where people exchange ideas as far as how they're doing with food and what kind of things they're implementing to increase their protein or to stay on track with weight loss, or how they broke a stall or whatever. You know, all the kind of things that I talk about on my channel, but it's very different getting just one perspective as opposed to the perspective of, for example, the call that I was on last night was 40 people. It's just really amazing to be able to have that community. It's been such a huge part of my success on my journey, having the community here with y'all on my channel. And I love that they have started creating that community there at Fridays so that people have a place to go to talk to other people, and not just to talk to other people who are on the meds, but to talk to professionals, counselors and registered dietitians and things like that, so that you're getting the perspective of an actual professional as opposed to me, who's just some rando on the internet telling you about her experience. Even with me having a doctor that is extremely familiar with these medications, in the short appointment that I had with Dr. Jensen last week, he sent me a clinical trial where they tested certain supplements in regard to boosting the efficacy of GLP-1s for people who had been on them for a long time and weren't feeling their effects as well. And I looked into that, and as a result, I ordered a new supplement that I'm hopefully going to be getting sometime in the next couple of days that I'm hoping to try and seeing if it actually helps. He gave me some information about exercise and strength training in older women, which today is my 45th birthday, so I am getting older. He said that they've noticed that with research for women in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, doing strength training more than 2 or 3 days a week, and for women in their 50s, more than 1 or 2 times a week, is actually has the opposite effect on weight loss. Like, you can exercise yourself out of a weight loss state. Over-exercising has never been my issue, let's be real. And in fact, right now, I'm not doing any strength training at all because I've really been focusing on the mental health aspect. But it's good to know that the feelings that I had, where oftentimes I would lose weight a lot better when I wasn't exercising, that wasn't just me feeling that way, like that there's some truth to it. All of this to say that if you are someone who's been struggling with finding a doctor that actually knows about these medications, not that's just heard about them or that is willing to prescribe them, but someone who actually knows about these meds, it may be beneficial for you to look into a Fridays membership. Obviously, their services are not free. Nothing is free in this world. One of the reasons that I was so excited to become an advocate of Fridays is that, in my opinion, their services are extremely cost effective. Most of us, even with insurance, pay $100 or more for an office visit. Their monthly membership, just to have access to their network of providers, to their network of compounding pharmacies, and all of their support groups, dietitians, all that good stuff, is $99 a month. That covers your doctor's visits, everything. Like, that is extremely affordable, in my opinion. Now, if you decide that you want to look into it and you use my link to sign up, that'll give you $20 off your first month, where you can decide if it really is for you, if it's something that you want to take advantage of and you want to use Fridays in order to be able to secure your GLP meds, then that's something that you can do. You can try it out for a month. Obviously, there's no contracts or anything like that. Like, you can decide to stop anytime you want. Now, that price does not include your meds, obviously. The price of the medication is on top of that. Whatever your insurance does and the coupon doesn't cover, or whatever the compound is if you decide to go that route. Now, the nice thing about compounds is I know there's a lot of you who have been struggling even being able to get your hands on the medication because of the shortages. The nice thing about going with a compound is you don't have to worry about the shortage. Like, you can get whichever dose you need anytime. They will mail it out to you. You may get your medication from a different place each month. It doesn't matter. They're all vetted. I asked Sina about how they chose their compounding pharmacies. They are all independently third-party tested. They have their 503A. They are extremely quality compounds that they are offering to their customers. These are compounds that I would be happy to take and will be happy to take if for some reason my prior authorization is ever overturned, or if they decide that I've already lost enough weight and I don't need to be on the meds. You know, all the reasons that insurance will come up with for deciding that you don't get to have these meds anymore, as many of you are discovering who were previously on the meds through your insurance, and then all of a sudden your insurance just decided, yeah, no, not anymore, you don't need it anymore. Even though there's been a lot of research that has said that these may need to be lifelong drugs, they just don't want to cough up the money for it. For those of you who can't get your insurance to cover it, compounds may be a viable option. And again, that may be the road that I have to go down again one day. I'm not sure. The other thing that I love about Fridays is that they're extremely transparent with their pricing. Like, you don't have to sign up in order to find out how much it's going to cost to get the compounds. They have all of that information directly on their website. And again, I will have my link down in the description if you want to go to the website and look over it and see what they have to offer for yourself. The pricing for their compounds, and I'm smiling because it's crazy. It's less than what I used to pay through the compounding pharmacy that I found that I was so excited about, because it was so much less than anything else I had ever found. For semaglutide, for all doses, 0.25 to 2.4 milligrams, it's $129 a month. For tirzepatide, it varies based on the dosage because the tirzepatide molecule is a lot more expensive in terms of obtaining it. For 2.5 to 5 milligram, it's only $179 a month. And this is for 4 weeks supply. 7.5 milligram to 10 milligram, it's $289 a month. For 12.5 milligram to 15 milligram, it's $389 a month. The only states where they cannot send compounds because of laws, I'm sure, are Mississippi and Louisiana. In Alabama, Arkansas, and Michigan, tirzepatide is only available up to 7.5 milligrams. If you decide to sign up through Fridays, you get virtual visits with the doctor, one-on-one telehealth visits with a doctor that is familiar with GLP-1 medications, their benefits, how to best use them, how to manage their side effects, how to best titrate, all of that good stuff. If your doctor decides that a GLP-1 medication is appropriate for you, then they can help you maintain that either through the use of an insurance concierge who will help get a prior authorization approved or do whatever needs to be done in order to get your insurance to cover it if they do provide coverage for these meds, or they will get you access to a compound. They also offer, like I said, that lifestyle coaching. So they have nutritional coaching, movement coaching. So they actually have PTs that help with exercise and things like that. And then also mental wellness coaching and support groups and things like that. It's not one-on-one coaching, like you're not meeting with them individually over telehealth for the mindset, nutritional, and movement coaching, but they have the, like I said, the support groups where you go on and you can ask questions one-on-one with that professional that they will answer. Sometimes they'll say, oh, this is a little bit more than we can get into on a call, so go ahead and send me an email and we'll talk it through that way. But it's just being able to have that access to those people that can give you more resources is just, in my opinion, invaluable. I know this sounds like a Fridays commercial, and that's just because you guys know, if you've been around for any length of time, I'm extremely passionate about things that I find that I think are worth it for this journey, because we're all here to support each other. I would not have made it this long without the suggestions that you guys have given to me based on your journeys. And that's what this platform is for me, is to share with you guys the things that have worked and the things that are working and can help make this journey a little bit easier for you. And I'm hoping that maybe Fridays will be one of those things that will help you. If you're interested in checking Fridays out, feel free to use my link down in the description. Obviously, you are not required to use my links ever for anything that I offer to you guys. It is an advocacy affiliate thing. So if it bothers you that I make any kind of a commission off of products or anything like that, then please feel free to just go to joinfridays.com and you can look it up yourself independently. But if you want that $20 discount off your first month, you can use my link down in the description. And I hope that it is useful for you. If you are somebody who has used Fridays before in the past and had an experience, positive or negative, I want to hear about it down in the comments. I need to know from you guys how you feel about this company, because if they're not as great as I think they are, I want to know about it. But all of my interactions with them, everything that I have learned so far has been so positive and so amazing that I just couldn't not share it with you guys because I know that it could potentially help so many of you. So it's my birthday this week and I had an awesome weekend. I went on Saturday. Nikki and I spent the day together after we both got off of work and we went shopping and I was able to get some new clothes. So I had a big NSV in that I tried on several pairs of size 16 jeans. And that is just absolute insanity for me to say right now to you. I don't even understand how that's real life. When I started this journey, I was beginning to size out of my size 28 pants. And to squeeze my butt into a size 16 is just, it doesn't feel real at all. Now, I didn't end up buying any of them because a lot of them were most of them, I couldn't find them high rise enough. Like, y'all, if I could pull my pants up to my boobs, I would. I love me a high waisted pant. And all of them were like mid rise, or they said they were high rise, but they really weren't. Either that or else my butt was just too big and it was pulling them all down. I don't know what it was. But the other thing was I found another pair where the waist was high enough, but they were too tight on my calves, and I hate that. Like, I'm a big fan of a flared or a boot cut pant, and I don't understand the skinny jeans craze. I didn't understand it in the 90s, and I don't get it now. I just don't like feeling like I don't like feeling like a sausage in a casing, y'all. That's just it's not my thing. But I thought I would share with you some of the clothes that I found this weekend that I bought because I was very excited about it. So the first thing that I found was this sweater, and I got this on clearance at Ross for $6, I think. I love the buttons on the sleeves. I love the lines that go across. It's very slimming, makes my waist look smaller, and it is so soft. You guys can't see that, but the material is this super soft, like ribbed. Oh, it's so fluffy. It's so fluffy, I'm gonna die. Anyway, I love it so much. One of my favorites for sure. This was the other Ross shirt that I found. I love this detailing on the sleeve. Again, I found cutie sleeves. I love them. It's got a little peekaboo moment in here sometimes, like, ooh, it's so sexy. I'm showing my shoulder. Anyway, so I love that. It's very flattering. I love long shirts. I'm a cover my booty with my shirt kind of girl. And so I just love the length of this. It feels very flattering. The length of the sleeves is good. Like, I love an elbow length sleeve because hiding the bat wings is real. And yeah, so I also found a couple of dresses at Ross. This one, I love the frilly little detail on the sleeves and here. It just feels nice and girly and summery and breezy. It's flared at the bottom, which, you know, is very flattering. And I just wear it with a little cover-up sweater just to, you know, hide the girls. I wore this on Sunday to birthday brunch with some friends, and it's very comfy and flowy and cool and breezy. And yeah, I love me a little dress moment. And I got this one at Ross for like $10, $11, something like that. Look, Ross is a feast or famine situation. Sometimes I'll go there and I can't find a single thing. And then other times I will go there and there's too much stuff. Like, I have to pick between what to buy and what not to buy. This was one of those times. You're gonna have to excuse the bra situation on this one. I'm probably gonna need to find a new bra for this dress. But it was way too cute and I couldn't say no. It's probably my favorite, and also probably the one that I will get the least wear out of, just because I don't know where I'm gonna wear this, but oh my gosh, it's cute. It's got little strawberries on it, and it is the girliest thing that I've put on my body in a long time. I'm gonna have to wear shapewear and shorts with it just because it's just at my knee length, which is a little uncomfortable for me. But it just feels so girly and cute and flowy, and I just feel like a girl in this. I don't know any other way to say it other than to say that, which is dumb because I am a girl. I should feel like a girl all the time, but I just love the poofy sleeves. I love the ruffles. I love everything about this dress. And happy birthday to me. I hope that you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a like. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments about Fridays, if you think that a service like this could be helpful for you. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.
We're on a journey, looking back on the things that we've taken for granted, but feels like we're learning to be better without what's been holding us